You got your first start in league play on Saturday. How did you think it went? Was that? Did you see it as any kind of an accomplishment for yourself?
I mean, it's definitely an accomplishment as a player, and you get your first, professional league start. I know there's a couple guys on the roster who could claim that, so it was a good outing in that sense. But overall, I think the game itself, I think it showed a little bit the lack of games, lack of experience from some of the roster.
Yeah.
And I thought we put out a decent effort, but there's definitely stuff that could have been cleaned up, stuff we would have liked to have done better on the day to get the result. Because I think at the end of the day, with the depth that we have, we were a better side than Rochester. They had us on the day, but I think down the road we'll be able to get them back, and hopefully a lot of those guys that played on Saturday will find more opportunities throughout the season.
Can you describe what you saw on the goal as it was coming in? I did not get a chance to really dissect that.
I mean, I'm not sure exactly the players for them or the numbers, but they had a good combination play. They got us in transition, got out to the wing, and credit to their player. He did a good job cutting inside, confused our defenders, made them make decisions that I think, looking back on the film, we would have done a little bit differently, but was able to cut inside. Credit to him, bent a good shot into the far post, hit off the post, went in. Felt like a number of guys on that play could have done a bit more to prevent it, but at the end of the day, they took care of their chances, and we didn't. So
it's cool to start with Garrett.
Yeah, it was a good experience. I actually hadn't played with him. His last year at Xavier was 2014. The year I played there was 2015. But I've known him for a couple of years now, and to kind of, for both of us, get our league start together, represent Xavier University, the city, was a cool experience for sure.
Now you hold a pretty cool distinction in that you're the first FC Cincinnati player ever to get an international call-up, and there's another player in the fold this week who's taking care of some of that same business. What do you think Victor is? The two situations are obviously really different, but what do you think about that?
It's
Victor getting his call up.
Anytime you get to kind of represent your family, represent your country, that your family comes from, it's a special time. It's something I think every player in this game wants to be able to do. Some situations are better for others. For me, getting to represent my mom's side of the family and with Guam has been some of the best memories and experiences I've had in soccer so far. And I think for Vic, especially as a younger player, he's been able to represent the U.S. At multiple youth levels. And to get this call this early in his career, and to make that decision to cap-tie himself to Sierra Leone is a big deal. And I think he's more than capable of taking advantage of the opportunity, and he's going to get to play with the likes of some pretty impressive players who play across Europe and other places in the world. So just the experience he's going to be able to have and the kind of pride it'll bring him and his family is something that's really cool.
Cool. Thanks a lot, man.